What little is left in lakes, ponds, rivers, and streams makes for slim pickings in the fish real estate market. Slim in terms of available space, but not in terms of variety. Freshwater habitats are like islands of water in a sea of land, so each island can be very different from the next, requiring fish to adapt accordingly, which helps explain why 40% of all the fish species on Earth live in freshwater ecosystems. Different fish adapted to live in different ecosystems, all of them fresh. Or how about a mix of freshwater and saltwater, where rivers meet the sea in what are called estuaries? Here there is phenomenal diversity and abundance of species. Rivers and rain carry nutrients off the land and into the estuary where they stimulate plant growth, providing abundance of food and hiding places. Compared to the open ocean, where nutrients are often in short supply, this is prime real estate, which is why many open ocean fish come here to spawn. This is where life begins for many ocean fish, thus earning estuaries the reputation of nurseries of the sea. These extraordinary ecosystems cover less than 1/2000% of the Earth's surface area, but they are some of the most productive ecosystems on the planet. If you decide to live here, you're going to have a rich bounty of food and shelter. But because it is a mixing zone, you will have to be pretty tolerant of widely fluctuating environmental variables like salinity and temperature. Any one of these ecosystems could be perfect for you if you imagined yourself as the right kind of fish. Because wherever you live, you need to be adapted to tolerate the range of environmental variables that you will encounter while living there. If you stay within your zone of tolerance, you will thrive. Just outside that zone, you may survive, but not thrive. And let's not even talk about what happens if you get too far outside the zone. It's all about being in the zone.